One. Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to Chit Chat, where I finally learned the title of this series.
So that's why it wasn't in the last video. I was actually thinking. I was just like, did you forget the name of the series?
I had a mental block.
You had the mental block.
Yeah, which segues into our new topic today, which is hopefully better than last one.
If the last one got uploaded, if not, then
Well,
then
it's you will
disregard
not know the
that
top.
comment.
Well, you didn't hear anything.
hmm. So what's the topic
So,
about?
men- mental blocks, because
Mental
like
block.
with especially with when we're very stressed with what we're doing, stuff like that. Nothing just goes to our brain.
Yes.
No thought, no train of thought.
It sounds like you're about to lead to a scientific explanation of this.
Scientific.
It sounds like you're gonna go
I failed.
according to Calgary 2016. Mental block is defined as. It sounds like you're actually gonna segue. But anyway, so how has your
Yeah,
experiences been with mental block?
I hate it. Especially with my type, with my course with fashion design. I have
Hmm.
sometimes have to design stuff and clothes and stuff like that. And sometimes like you have to rush it because you only have a specific amount of time. Especially when it was when we were back in face to face, we only had like an 30 minutes to draw the product and then make the product.
Wait, for both making and drawing?
An hour maybe, sorry. We had like 30 minutes to draw the product and then make the product.
For another
Another
30
30 minutes
minutes.
to make the product. So yeah, a lot of my and I had a mental block. I was like, I'm just gonna scribble random stuff.
I told you I don't want to edit this video. Please, please refrain. But sure.
I'm just gonna draw random stuff and hope for the best.
Mm. It's well, it doesn't apply much
Well,
to
it
my.
looked like that, so that's what went to
Mm.
my mind.
Well, for me, it doesn't like apply that much to like work. But then work as in school stuff because my job is
Yeah,
it's very heavily lined out for you. But with stuff like
yeah.
this, like let's say making content, let's say, or
Thinking of video ideas,
think of video ideas, or when I'm
thinking of topics.
and when I'm writing a book, it's like you just
What
get
to write
there
there?
and you're ready. Like you have the time, you're in the
Yeah,
zone, and
and
then you just suddenly go blank.
yeah, and I don't know why, but there's a thing like when you're not doing what you're supposed to do. What was it? When you're not, you don't have anything to do yet. When you're the busiest, that's when you have the best ideas. When you're not
Yes.
thinking of the project, you have the best ideas. You have the best images for what you want to do. And then when you're actually there trying to make it, you're like, what was I gonna do again? How
Oh,
does
like
this
when
go?
you get when you get like a double when you got the idea and then you get a mental block of what you initially thought. Ouch, that
Yeah,
hurts. That
yeah. And that
hurts.
was a good idea. What was the idea again?
Which is why I'm like always talking to a person. Just like when I have an idea, I immediately like go chat a person. Just like I had this crazy idea, so that if I forget it, I know that I can just ask another
Yeah.
person, what was my idea?
Have you ever had an idea you forgot, but then you were too late when you remembered it?
Like yes, a lot of times, especially
Mostly
in
it
like pressure
happens mostly in
moments.
exams. Mostly in
Yes,
exams.
like when you
Yeah.
know the topic, you memorize it by heart, then you get in there, and then you're
Yeah.
like, I'm blanking, I'm blanking. The moment you pass the paper, it hits you. And then you're just
Oh, it's like, oh, that's the stuff.
like
Like I remember in math,
hmm,
math, that we would have to memorize the formulas and stuff like that. So before the exam, I'm very good. I was able to memorize the formulas, square it back to back. But when in the exam, I'm like, where? where does the A go and where does the Y go again? And
Oh,
what's it is equals to again?
that's why I always
And
have
then I
like
have to,
reviewers.
yeah, I actually did have a reviewer for that the formula, but it's just so you're so put of pressure, especially the time pressure with our math exam.
I'm always
The-
scared with like science or math tests or anything that involves memorization. So like I've
Yeah,
developed my own little trick, my own little exam hack.
yeah.
So it's like
What?
if so right they give you the questionnaire separate from your answer sheet. If they allow you to write on your questionnaire, what I do is I
Oh,
list
that
everything like the moment it hits start. I don't know the questions first. I use the back of my
you read,
questionnaire. I
you
write
write the
every single
formulas.
formula down
I,
before I
I
forget
also
it.
that's also actually that's also actually what I do, but when I start, I also literally just forget at that moment.
Oof, that hurts. Uh,
Especially the arrangements of the letters, like A goes under Y, what,
yes.
and punctuation. And sometimes in
Huh?
some math, if you miss like a symbol, like even a margin,
Yeah.
is margin or a what a dot, other math symbols,
A decimal point. A.
I got a mental block.
We just started talking about math. You just went, ah.
It's a perfect example for our topic.
We're having one live right now. And
Yeah,
what again, the worst kinds are like what you said when you have the best ideas, and then the moment you just sit down, and then like the idea just disappears.
yeah.
Or like you
What was
completely
how?
forget
How about
about
you?
it.
Do you have any ideas that you completely forgot?
Like I've benched.
That you completely forgot, and you suddenly just remember them?
A lot of the times whenever we're like planning series, like I would
Series that we'll
always
never do. Actually remember we had the series, a continuous series of like Star versus the Forces of Evil of our own characters.
yeah, and then we just never saw those again.
Yeah, but I do still have their designs.
Mm. That's but like in like our content, I would always have like I would always think of like an epic series and like we should do this, and then I just
Yeah,
completely trash it. So I think the best
I,
example,
I think the reason why we do that most of the time is because we don't have the time.
we don't have the time, and then when we have the time, we just completely forget that we had that idea.
Or no, we don't completely forget. I think we just don't know how to execute the idea properly.
I think one of the biggest examples for me with like our content is the lab.
Oh, actually we can still use it.
Yeah, we can still use it since I did find the world file of it. But to explain that, so I think this was last year that we had the idea to
Yeah.
like create this
We,
lab.
we were gonna do like a Dante DM experimenting with
Just like
mods.
show you mods and then like do it ourselves, like right then and there, like
And I think the reason why we skipped that is because of the mod situation where our phone doesn't have enough memory for it.
I think we were scared because we were using the new phone, so we were kind of scared to like
Yeah.
add it in.
And also we were scared of viruses and stuff.
So I don't know about you, but I completely for like I think you were still thinking about it. I actually forgot about it, and the only time I remembered was because I was looking through our analytics, and then it was a video that popped up. Like remember we had like the sword fight there,
Uh-huh.
like we had
Oh yeah, the sword fight.
the battle video, and then
Yeah.
I just saw it, and then
And then what?
I did build that, and it was never used again.
Yeah. But we can still continue it if you want. Let's just do a different idea, not anymore mods.
We'll see. It depends. If you see a series on the
And
channel,
then you'll see us forget about it all over again.
and then we're just not gonna do it.
Yeah. So much work. I remember we did try to do one with it. It was like the vehicle mod
Yeah.
with the motorcycle
Yeah, we tried test.
and
Well,
bikes and
the funny
stuff.
part is we did test it. We didn't. I think we have like clips or
Uh,
something somewhere,
yeah.
but we
I
tested
think
it.
we tested it. We saw it was too much work and gave up.
We tested it. We said, okay, this seems okay. Let's try it next time. I remember we had such fun with the test. Like we even destroyed the entire lab.
I think the another reason why is because we mostly try to film these videos when we're together, and currently since it's quarantine and stuff like that in your school, we're mostly apart.
Hmm. So heading back, what do you for your like individual stuff? Why do you think you get mental blocked?
Um,
Are you having a block
I think it
moment
was
now?
yeah. Wait, I think it's having the pressure to do good,
Mm.
to do your. I think it's I pressure myself too much to do my best. Like give your best design right now. Give your best this that right now,
Well,
and
that
then you're like, but I don't know what to do and stuff like that.
that was very
And
deep.
to the point where I can't think of anything.
Mm.
Like currently, I just saw this like I saw this like little like Instagram competition. It's you have to make a look inspired a TV series, and then last night I was trying to think of a very good TV series that I watched and stuff like, but nothing was coming to mind because it was too much pressure of me wanting to do good on that
Mm.
and being trying to find the best for that.
That's
Oh, this got deep.
yeah, that got deep. That's a really good answer though. For me, like, why do I get mental block? It's because
Mm-hmm.
I have like a lot going on in my mind. Like I'm a scheduler, so my
No.
mind tries to schedule it all at once. And the hardest thing, I do believe in like the hardest thing is to like start. So usually like I know all of the stuff I have to do, and then and then I just get mental block on how I'm gonna start it.
Oh,
Like how like okay, I know I
I
have
don't
to
know where to
do
begin.
this and that and that. Let's see, how do I do this? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I think that's where another way to start a mental block is you don't know where to start because you have a lot of things. It's like I could start with this part or I could start with this part or maybe should start this with this part so that I could, there's a lot of piece moving parts when you're example like writing a story.
yeah,
You must also have an idea of your beginning, your like climax, your ending before
yeah.
you can even fully flesh out your story.
I think also like on topic of story, since as you know I'm writing one, a
Yeah.
big part of like the mental block from that is like when you take a break from it. Like I do believe some of the best writers, they do like actually plan out their summaries and stuff. But for me, it's usually what comes to my mind. And like I have this idea, I want to flesh it out. I want to start writing, and it becomes nice. And then like I would start. I know what I'm gonna do for the next chapter, but then I haven't written down somewhere. I forgot to like write it, so I left it. So when I go back to the book, I don't know like where to start the next chapter again. And
Oh.
like I would read back what I wrote before, and then I would just look back the tiny segment that I wrote for myself, and then like I don't know how it works.
So
That
that.
my book had like a million different versions as of right now.
Oh.
It had like a million different versions, a million different directions that it went. But because I
Mm-hmm.
kept forgetting, it kept changing directions,
Yeah.
which scares me, but sometimes it works out.
Yeah.
So, what do you think are
So,
what is your like biggest advice for a person who has mental block?
uh, calm down for a bit. Take a breather. But because I think that's when I was again for the TV series outfit thing that I was talking about. I was finally able to think of a good look when I just when I wasn't even thinking about the competition thing. I was just like sitting down, going to TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, it's like I remember this TV series that I watched. I should do this and stuff like that.
Hmm. True. I think like inspiration just comes to you by surprise. So I you can't force it sometimes,
You
but it
can wait.
usually won't result into something that you would absolutely love.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
if the thing you have
you
to
first.
do it needs to like be very planned, it needs to be instant, then definitely like just start outlining your thoughts. Like start with what do I generally want to do? How do I think I'll do that? Just start narrowing down. Like start with what I want the end thing to do, and then just go
Yeah,
backwards.
to the beginning and see what you're gonna start with.
Mm-hmm. Uh, here's like a small bit of word of wisdom. Wow, words of wisdom upgraded. We're now very upgraded. The word of wisdom is if something thing is blocked, you usually start checking at both ends be, before the blockage, the part that's blocked, and then what the after part that's being blocked.
Are you talking about the pilot?
Not the toilet.
Oh, that's clogging.
that's
That's a that's a different type of block.
that's clogged. Though it kind of applies as well, but I'm not talking specifically like a toilet. if if something is blocked, let's say there's a blockage on the road, you check what's behind you, you check what's in front of you. We didn't
Yeah.
need to go to toilet, you know. That scares me.
Uh,
That might be the next topic tomorrow.
Tomorrow? You mean next month again?
Another month. So this would be up by January and then February. It's why we schedule
Yeah.
these stuff so that when we get a mental block, that you still have something to see at least every month.
Yeah. That's why sometimes we record back to back so that we could have like actually something to post.
You never know. Maybe we're recording back to back right now. Oh.
Wow.
But I think that's it for this video. So would you like to extra us now?
Sure. Sure. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you like and subscribe. Comment anything if you want to comment anything. We don't care. But that's all. And thank you for listening.
Goodbye.
Bye.